What's happening, everyone? Mark Bassler here, and welcome back to World Wrestling Review. So, there have been a lot of crazy new updates in the wrestling world in the past couple weeks, and you know what? There still is more to come in the future. But hey, for right now, let's just get right into our review for today. So, on February 15th, it was made official Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandy have left AEW. Now, this shocked me entirely because it was one of the most shocking moments I've ever seen because, as wrestling fans know, Cody Rhodes has been in AEW ever since AEW became a thing back in 2019. And unfortunately, Cody and his wife were unable to come to terms on a new contract, which I don't know what the contract held, but I guess we'll never know. And I guess it was something that Cody was not a fan of. But we have heard a lot of rumors, like thousands of rumors from different sources, that Cody Rhodes could possibly be returning to WWE. As wrestling fans may also know, Cody Rhodes actually used to be a part of WWE before he left for AEW. And I kind of find this really interesting because we're so used to seeing former WWE superstars make their debuts on AEW. Now we're getting former AEW superstar debuting back on WWE. It's kind of a cool switch if you know what I mean. But I think it's going to be a really interesting experience. I don't know what the future is going to hold for Cody in WWE, but we'll just see what happens. We'll see if he goes to WWE or he'll go to another wrestling company. But stay tuned and we'll find out. Now, Hangman Adam Page versus Lance Archer in a Texas death match. Now, holy moly, this was honestly probably one of the most violent matches I have seen in a long time. Because as wrestling fans also know that death matches are like hardcore wrestling matches where you can use literally any weapon of your choosing, like any dangerous weapon you can use to the point where you're bleeding out everywhere. And it's so violent and it's so disgusting, but hey, it's what they do to entertain people. So in this particular Texas death match, they were using tables, steel steps, a fork, like an actual fork, barbed wires that were attached onto steel chairs. And let me tell you, blood was literally all over the wrestlers at the end of this match. And to finish it all off, Hangman Adam Page uses his signature move called a buckshot, and he normally does it off of the top rope, but unfortunately the top rope was cut off. So, being the amazing man that he is, he did the buckshot. He did a front flip over the actual referee and delivered like a hard right onto his opponent, and he retained the AEW World Championship. I I can never get this match off of my picture. This will stick with me for a long time, and I can't wait to see what's next for Hangman Adam Page as the AEW World Champion. Moving on to something that's been kind of building up for a while now, the Inner Circle possibly having a breakup. So, ever since Chris Jericho was out with an injury for the past couple months, Eddie Santana and Ortiz have been teaming up with Eddie Kingston, one of their good friends, and they have been noticing that for the past couple weeks now, Chris Jericho seems to only be caring about himself. Like Santana and Ortiz would not let him tag into the match in this six-man tag team match, and this sparked like some negative downfall for the Inner Circle because they got into like a huge argument, and it seems that Chris Jericho seems to have a very strong dislike for Eddie Kingston. And so after a confrontation, a meeting with the Inner Circle, they decided to settle their differences.
We have an issue, we don't deal with it by doing this. We deal with it by using this.
So the following week, Santana and Ortiz fought against Chris Jericho and Jake Hager, and Santana and Ortiz won that match, and that really shocked me the most. And I don't know where the Inner Circle is going to be. I have a feeling that the Inner Circle is pretty much going to be gone after this, and everyone's going to go their separate ways and go on for single matches. Like like Chris Jericho deserves to be in more single matches now. Sammy Guevara definitely deserves being in single matches and being the amazing TNT champion that he is. But we'll just have to see. But for right now, Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston are actually in a feud right now, and they are going to face each other at the next pay-per-view, Revolution. So I cannot wait to see where this feud takes place at Revolution. I will definitely be watching for sure. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And before I go, there is something very, very special that's coming to World Wrestling Review soon. So stay tuned for more updates as the weeks go on. But until next time, I'm Mark Bassler, and this is World Wrestling Review, signing off.